All right, welcome back. F-22 build continues. Well, not really building, just more running wires right now. Kind of the part I hate the most. So I'm having to go back and rerun because I kept everything out of the last F-22 I had. So I'm just trying to put most of it back the way I had it in the first one and rerunning things. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been working on these big, thick S-bus cables and the little terminals that clip on them that you plug your servos into there. That's for the leading edge flap. Comes out there, and then of course it comes down to this point, which is what plugs into the aileron and flap servo Y harness. And then this is the light. Went ahead and ran the lights. Or working on the lights. I still got to run those wires forward, but that's what all these are, is the 3 wires. There's three 2 wires for each wing. And then you have this lead here for the formation slime light on the rudders, and all that will run forward to the light controller. And then the 3 servos, stab, rudder, and thrust vectoring. There's one on each, so 6 total. Those will go into, have I ran those yet? No, I haven't ran those yet. Actually, I have. I started running this one, so you can see it here. I got to run the one on this side. So there's 4 big, thick, let me grab it here. This guy. So you got these big thick wires. You can kind of see where I had them clamped on before. So these go up to the battery backer, which is my power system, and this is an S-bus. There's 4 cables I'm using. You don't have to do 4, but I'm doing 1 down each side and then 1 to each wing. So it's 4 cables. There's 4 ports that plug in to the big ports here. And then you take these little terminals and they clamp on to the wires with these little back pieces, and then you just plug your servo in right there. So if you have non-S-bus servos, you get the type that have the PW in them, so they can translate, but these are all S-bus. So I'm using the S-bus version. So, and you take 3 of these, and they clamp on, and then you plug those 3, stab, rudder, and thrust vectoring on each side, and then there's one for each leading edge flap. So really, and then they come all the way up here to the front, and that's what plugs into the power system. So when it comes to S-bus, this is how I think S-bus should be. Really the only way I think it's should be. Nice beefy wire for the voltage to prevent voltage drop and everything. And anyway, so that's where I'm at. I did glue in that little mount there for all my equipment, which I've already talked about, and that's kind of what I will do next after I finish running these few little wires. I'm going to go ahead and get these mounted in and start working on the air system. I need to get the air tanks and everything ran before I go putting this back tray in the pumps, because it kind of blocks the air a little bit. I'm going to use, let's see if I can get one out here. Give me a second. Yeah, can't get it out, but there it comes. So I'm using some JMP tanks. These are 70 milliliters. These are large. I'm going to use the straight fittings. They're pretty light for their size. And I'm just going to use 1 for the gear, and then 1 will be brakes and gear doors, or brakes and bay doors. So I'll have 2 of these in there, like I've already mentioned. And then that's my pin flags for the vents. And then I got to run the little air vents here for the fuel system, which I will do before I put the tanks in, because this is actually going to be behind the tank, kind of tucked under the wings. So, but yeah, slow going, but I'm getting there. I'm going to trying to finish this up this weekend, or at least get it to the point where it's just, hey, I need to start CGing it and setting up the radio and getting kind of like final stuff. So I can move on to the next jet. But just a quick little update, and you guys have a good one. I'm gonna get back to it. Cheers. Oh, wait, I found my old UAT, or not UATs, my shutoff valves. So I'm gonna use the little mounts that I have with these little MAP metal holders. I had just glued them on right there. So that's just where they're gonna go on this one. I might move it here just because it looks better, but I don't know. It's kind of nice to just have it glued right to this bulkhead. So, but that's it. Yeah, you guys take it easy. Cheers.